Hey guys, this is Ruben, and you guys are watching my demo of the Free the Tone flight time delay. I'm gonna start this off with saying I'm a little biased. This is my favorite delay of all times. I've had this for quite some time now, and I want to use this opportunity to show it to you after having had years actually of time with this pedal to get to know it really well. It's a very deep unit with a little unusual handling. So let's look at this unit for a moment here. As you can see, it does not have any knobs, any turnable knobs to speak of at all. It is all done with these little push buttons down here. I don't know, can you see that? I'm just, yeah. The little push buttons down here, and everything is adjustable via those. It's actually easy once you get used to it. It's all divided into little sections. This little upper left section controls the delay volume, the feedback of your delay, and the overall output level. And if you want to adjust either, you just press this little button until the corresponding LED lights up and the display flashes. So I can just cycle through whatever parameter I want to adjust and can grab that with these increment and decrement switches here over on the right of the unit and set it to whatever I want. I can scroll through like I'm doing right now, or I can just hold it down. And then I press store and select the preset I want and enter, and it's stored like that. The next section over here takes care of the quite extensive low and high pass filtering section, also rate and depth of modulation, which we're just going to leave untouched for now. Then you have a delay subdivision section, always used for timing your delays for like a dotted eighth note thing, which I just did and could have used this for, but didn't. This is where you select preset in MIDI channel. This is where you select your delay time, which you can display in milliseconds or in beats per minute. Also very good for tuning this into a specific song tempo. And then you have some additional little gimmicky things down here that are actually quite interesting. Per preset, you can store whether you want to have spillover on the delay trail or not. That's this knob right here. You can flip the phase of the delay signal, which can be useful in certain situations, and we're going to get to one of those situations in a minute. The rec and repeat is like a simple sample and hold kind of thing, to where you can record a little while of you playing and play it back through the delay, almost like a looper thing. And then you have the BPM analyzer, which is as far as I know, pretty revolutionary thing, or at least it was when it came out. I don't know if anyone followed up with something similar. There's a little microphone built into the unit right here, and if you activate this feature, the microphone will listen to everything that's going on in its surroundings and readjust the delay time. So let's say you've tapped quarter notes in with a tap button down here, and you're playing live, you're not playing with a click track, and the whole band is rushing a little bit as soon as you're hitting the chorus or something, which is something natural and also desirable sometimes. Then this delay will pick that up and adjust the delay time accordingly. This only works in a margin of plus minus 20%, but it's still a very cool feature. Bypass button right here. I think that's it. It's mono, which some people have complained about, but let's face it, most of our rigs are mono, aren't they? So who cares? You have a handy little kill dry switch on the back here, which is also how I run it, because I'm running it in a parallel loop. And it has very extensive MIDI implementation. Pretty much everything on here can be controlled via MIDI as well and recalled. It has 99 presets that are all user editable. Yeah, enough talking. Let's get into some more sounds. So I've already dialed back the delay volume a bit. Let's leave the feedback where it is. This all looks pretty good too. Let's tap in a little more spacious delay time and listen to what that sounds like. Something you need to be careful about while setting up this delay is that you actually use your ears to set it up. If I've heard any complaint about this pedal, it is that people have trouble kind of blending it in with their dry guitar tones because it's too present. And I can attest to the fact that that is purely user error. Using the low pass and high pass filter section here, you can absolutely tune the delay to sit beautifully under your clean guitar tone without getting in the way at all. It is, however, confusing that, for example, if we take the low pass filter section, you can actually go up to 22 kilohertz. So given a range of 22 kilohertz, a lot of people kind of try to stay around the middle of that parameter and like start setting it up to like 10 or 11 kilohertz, the low pass filter, and are wondering why it's not blending in with their dry signal. Well, given the fact that a guitar speaker can only really produce frequencies up to like 5.5, a maximum of 6 kilohertz, you obviously won't be hearing much of a difference if you set it up to 11 kilohertz and cut above that. So really do use your ears when setting this up. I usually go as far down as 3 kilohertz with this parameter, which looks extreme, but if you consider the application you're actually using it in, it really isn't. So let's dial up the modulation a bit more. Let's give us a bit more delay and feedback and play some spacious chords here. Here we go. One more cool trick I want to show you is this delay is based on a 2290. It's pretty apparent when looking at it and also when hearing it. It's absolutely the closest take I've heard on a 2290 delay in a pedal format. And the 2290 had a very famous modulation section, and a lot of people would use it as a chorus only, which you can do with this one too. We simply grab the delay time and turn it way down. Let's go to the magic 7 milliseconds, which I heard is it's like a very, very suitable delay time for a chorus effect. Then we'll take the feedback far down because we don't want a lot of those repeats, just one really. And bring the delay up. Now the delay volume will now be our chorus mix as we're blending in the modulated signal. Let's open up the high and low pass filters for now. I guess we could also use those to keep the chorus from getting muddy or very harsh when using it with distortion. And let's hear what we got here so far. Now it's already close, but let's make it a little more audible here. Let's increase the depth. Little too much for my taste. There we go. Increase the delay even more. And now, let's flip the phase and see what that does. That I feel has a quite noticeable impact on the sound if you flip the delay phase using delay times this short, because 7 milliseconds is really short and you can really run into some phase cancellations here. I do like it a lot better with the face flipped as we have it right now. So let's go to a slightly more extreme setting here. Maybe try and upping the delay time of that chorus sound we're dialing in. Should make it more intense, if my theory is right. And so it does. Alright, finally let's try to set up a little slapback sound here, which should be absolutely no problem for this delay. Either let's go with like a medium 105 milliseconds, turn that delay phase back off. Let's make it fairly loud with not a lot of feedback. Go back down on the modulation. So as you can see, it's actually quite simple to navigate this thing. It's not very difficult once you're used to it. Absolutely not a problem. Absolutely not a problem for this delay. Thanks so much for checking this one out. This is the Free the Tone Flight Time. I'm not thanking anyone for sending it out because I bought this one. And it's been in my possession for quite some time. But thanks to Yuki for coming up with this one. It's a really tremendous delay with some very interesting features that I haven't seen on a delay before. If you like this, do subscribe. And there's a lot more to come as usual. And yeah, that's it. See you next time.